Some people ask me, what is the most dangerous magic that I do? And the answer will surprise you. The answer is not making that tiger or that lion disappear from the cage. The answer is not trying to escape from that box which is on fire and is hanging from the ceiling. Those are not my most dangerous magic, because I don't do those. I mean, they're kind of dangerous, so I don't even try them. What I do is a rope illusion. And this rope illusion actually is the most dangerous illusion that I do. The reason why is because I have to call up a volunteer to come up and to tie me up in front of everybody watching, and also in real time while I try to escape. Now that's pretty scary, because the person coming up, I have no idea what kind of person that is. There might be some antagonistic tendencies there. They might really try to tie me up really tight and make sure that my circulation is completely cut off. Well, of course, I try to escape. And so that's a really scary illusion. And I usually have an emergency backup plan. I usually bring an axe to the performance. Because, if I'm being tied up and I cannot escape, after half an hour, the audience will become restless. They want to see something else, or they want to go home and, sweating and everything. So I have to bring out my axe deodorant. And, I just have to, clean up a little bit, be a little presentable. Now, people who volunteer to tie me up actually are not like the average person on the street. If you tell the average person, tie a knot in here, they'll go, oh, okay, I'm going to try and tie this knot. No, the people who volunteer they actually practice. And the reason why they practice is because they want to someday hope that they will be asked to tie up a magician. And so if I ask them, can you tie a knot in here for me? This is what they'll do. Very, very efficient. They'll do this. Now, actually, I wouldn't really use this volunteer. And the reason why is because this knot is really not that good. So it would be like, if they did tie me up, it would be pretty boring for the audience, because I would escape so easily, and for me there would be no challenge. So this is not the volunteer that I would use. So let me tell you about another volunteer I've seen. And this type of volunteer, they look like ordinary people. I mean, what it means is that they don't look like they have any special skills or anything. They look very humble, in fact. But if I tell them, can you tie a rope knot in the bottom of this rope? This is what they do. Now this is a pretty good knot, actually. It has a nice construction, and it provides a challenge for me and the audience, who I think would probably be interested in seeing this challenge, although it's not too bad. So this is the volunteer that I would want, although the thing is, you don't always get the volunteer you want. So let me tell you about the third type of volunteer. When I see them in the audience, I start to shake in my shoes just because of the way they carry themselves. They usually wear these large rings on their fingers. Now, why do they do that? Well, because they have a lot of confidence and they want everyone to know that. Another thing they do is because they want control. And, if you dropped your ring on the floor, you'd probably be on your knees trying to find it under the table. But if they drop their ring, they'll easily find it. Control. And so when you ask them, can you tie or show me how to tie a knot in a rope? This is what they do. Now, why do they put the rings at the bottom of the rope? Well, the reason is not because they're going to try and give up their marriage or anything like that. No, the reason why they put the rings on the rope is because when they do make a knot, they want to show you that they're not going to just make one knot. They're going to make 2 knots. And not only are they going to make 2 knots, they actually are going to make the knots exactly where they want to place them, which is at the rings. That's how good they are. They'll do this. And so, as a magician, I must tell you, if you ever become a magician and you see that volunteer in the audience, do not let them raise their hand. Do not call on them. Do not bring them up as a volunteer. Because if you do, you could be doing the most dangerous illusion of your career.